Okay guys, welcome back to the channel again. Today we're going to take a look at the Olight Array 2S headlamp, available from Olight at the olightstore.com. The headlamp itself has a few different features as far as the spotlight and the floodlight options of the lighting, as well as the red light mode. And they work very well for a bunch of different activities to keep your hands free, whether you're in the service industry, or you are just outside frequently working on things where you need both hands, or whatever the case may be. There's a lot of really handy uses for these, and they work extremely well for the lighting applications too. I do have a video already for my existing Array 2 Pro headlamp. But this is going to be for the Array 2S. This particular one that I'm going to open is the black model. The box is similarly packaged to the Array 2 Pro that I already have. One thing I always like to point out, some of the boxes for the older models or models that have been around a while still have the old marketing on them. If you're in the United States, such as like I am, no matter what the box says, if you purchased it after, I think, January of 2023, you get a lifetime warranty on the product instead of whatever the box says. So sometimes you'll see a 1-year, 2-year, or 5-year warranty on the side, and a lot of the newer stuff will have that lifetime warranty placard on it instead of the other. But you do get a lifetime warranty on anything purchased after January of 2023. So as far as the outputs, this is 1,000 lumens max output, and you get a max throw with that as well, and I'll talk about that in a little bit more. But it's 140 meters. So I'm going to use my Roboto 2 OD green to open up the box here, and we'll take a look at this headlamp here together. So if I can work the plastic. Pretty sad that the plastic is defeating me today. But top looks like is where you get in at, or theoretically where you get in. I'm going to use my knife again. There we go. Okay. So inside of the box or the packaging, you've got a plastic housing or plastic case with a clear plastic cover, and you've got your user manual. It takes you through how some of the features work or the functions work, and then your charging cable. These are USB-A to USB-C. You can use any USB-C charging cable that you have, and you do get an extra clip, an extra 2 clips rather, for retaining the strap or routing the cables on the strap. So we'll pull this out of the packaging here. Your rechargeable battery is in the back housing, and you have your charging port there, the Type-C port, underneath this little rubber plug or rubber grommet to help protect it while it's in use. But we'll go ahead and get this stuff put back in the case and out of the way here. And go over some of the features with the headlamp itself. I do apologize if you can hear the dog barking. We are dog sitting for a friend, and the dog has been constantly barking all afternoon. So anyway, the light itself, the band is a really nice stretchy material that is moisture resistant. So it's not going to get soggy and retain a bunch of moisture. Your power cable runs through those clips that you do get the spares of along the side, and adjust with the coiled cable there for the different sizes of the head strap, that you can adjust how big or small you need it for your particular head, or for a helmet if you were going to wear it with like a hard hat or something of that nature. So you can adjust that as you see fit. But the body of the light itself, it's got a clip built into the strap. You can adjust the angle that it's focusing the beam, and I'll take this off there too. So That's just telling you to remove that before you use it. And the headlamps don't come in lockout mode, so you can turn them on outside the box. But you've got your floodlight, spotlight, and then the red light, as well as a sensor in the front here. But with the light sources, you've got a few different options. So you get your flood plus your spotlight. You can do the floodlight just by itself, or you can do red light or an SOS mode with this light as well. And then the motion sensor you can use to wave your hand in front of it, or up or down to either raise or lower the brightness level of the light output, and then which is very handy if you're doing something in a confined space like caving or things of that nature, or crawling around in like a crawl space or something like that, a little bit more confined space. You can disable the motion sensor so that it will not adjust. So if that becomes a problem where it's adjusting on its own and becoming a point of aggravation in the manual, you can turn that feature off with some button press configurations. So again, very bright headlamp, and very good price there. They run $79.95 for the 2S's. I believe as of right now they are sold out. I don't know if they're getting ready to release a new model, or if they're just temporarily out of stock from some of the holiday sales, or not. But you do have a battery indicator on the back side that tells you what the light is charged at, or what the battery is charged at. So you can see right now it's got all three. It's got all of the lights lighting up to indicate that it is fully charged, or at least close to it. So with the light on, if you tap the button, it turns it back off. If you double press it, it changes the lighting mode. So right now it's on, I'll try not to wash out the camera there, but it's on the flood and spot. If I double tap it again, it switches over to just the red mode. If I double tap it again, it switches back to just the floodlight portion. So you can hold the button while it's on and adjust it from low, medium to high in any of the configurations, low, medium, and high, by holding the button. And the red light mode, if you hold it while it's in there, you can adjust the brightness of the red light mode as well, and the same function, low, medium, and high. It does have the option for a few different things with some of the modes as well, as far as like how you interact with like the lights. And again, you can see right there it's on low. If I wave my hand in front of it, it may already be disabled. It's not working, so I'm assuming it is disabled. Oh, there it goes. So you can adjust the brightness by waving your hand in front of it or behind it. Now it's not working again. There it goes. And the sensor's not quite as sensitive with this light as it is my other one. There it goes. I guess it is still being kind of temperamental, but that's the motion sensor roughly in its form. So the beam distance, you get the max different distance of 459 feet, and that would be again with the flood and the spot both illuminated. And you get the floodlight is a max of 500 lumens with a 5-hour run time on high, 250 lumens and a 6.5-hour runtime on medium, and 30 lumens with a 30-hour runtime on low. The red light, the maximum output or the high output of the red light is 200 lumens for 5.5 hours, 100 lumens on medium for 8.5 hours, or 40 lumens on low for the red light for 15 hours of runtime. The flood and the spotlight, you can do the high, which is 1,000 lumens, so the full power of the light for 4 hours. The flood and the spotlight on medium is 500 lumens with 5 hours of runtime, and low is 100 lumens with 13.5 hours. It's IXP4 or IPX4 rather, waterproof, and weighs all together with the battery pack and the light 4.62 ounces. So it's under a half a pound. My Array 2 Pro I've used quite a bit and have really no inkling that it's on my head. It's extremely comfortable, especially before I discovered these. My go-to was a Milwaukee hard hat light that I used without a hard hat, and unless I was using it with a baseball cap or a stocking cap, it got to be pretty uncomfortable rather quickly if I had it on doing anything strenuous or had it on for extended periods of time. So being rechargeable, you really can't go wrong with these. They're very comfortable. The body does get fairly warm. However, even with how warm they get, it's spaced off of your forehead enough to where you don't really notice the light itself getting warm unless you touch it with your fingers. All of the heat sinks are on the back side, and it keeps it from being uncomfortable. So again, on the body, you've got your power switch on the top, and you've got the model and the serial number engraved on the bottom, and a little blue bezel around the spotlight. So then of course that's your motion sensor that was being kind of temperamental a little bit ago, as far as how it was functioning or not functioning in this example. But the SOS mode, if you triple tap the power button, it goes into an SOS mode and it'll flash. So if you're hiking or camping or something and you need help, you can signal with that and run it on the SOS mode as well. So then you just tap the button to get back out of that. So again, that's the Array 2S headlamp from Olight.com. I appreciate you guys taking a look at this. I hope you got a little bit of information about this. Between the two, the Pro is a little bit bigger and it's a little bit brighter, but there's really not a ton of difference between them otherwise. And they're both very, very capable headlamps, and I'm looking forward to have a couple different options to use when I go out and I'm doing stuff in the yard at night or working on something, to be able to use both of them, or for one for me and one for my wife or one of my kids. So I'm pretty excited about adding this to the array of headlamp options that I have. So if you already have an OlightStore.com account, that's great. You can check out these lights and see if they're back in stock. Again, typically they run $79.95. If you don't already have the account and you're interested in picking up one of these or one of the other headlamp models that is available, or even some of the other items on there, such as the other flashlights or knives or whatever, if you use the link in the description of this video, you can get $10 off setting up your account with that link, as well as a free keychain light with your first order. And it does also help this channel out by giving me a little bit of a kickback for the purchases that you make in the future. It kind of helps me continue to be able to bring stuff like this to the channel for you guys to check out and learn about before you make a purchase, or even after, if you want to learn about some of the features that you may or may not have known about. So, and I think where I was messing up, I just realized on my Pro, it's up and down to adjust the brightness. On this particular light, it's left and right. So that's why it was being very temperamental. If I wave my hand from right to left, it changes low, medium, and high. And if I go back the other direction, it'll go up. So that's where I was running into trouble. I was going up and down instead of left and right. So my other one, I go up and down to adjust the brightness of the light. This one, you go right to left to adjust it, and now it's being temperamental again. It was working, but there it goes. So waving your hand across that, and it changes the brightness levels and gives you that functionality with it as well. So Again, thank you guys for watching and checking this out. And make sure you like and subscribe to the channel so you get notifications of new videos as they come out. And use that link to set up your account if you don't already have one. Get your $10 coupon. So appreciate it. Have a good one.